Hi guys, and welcome to another Failure Friday. Today I actually want to talk about something that I've touched on a little bit, but I feel like it needs its own video. Just because I feel like I've heard this from a couple people out in Los Angeles. So I have done a lot of producing since I moved out here, and that's great in a lot of ways, as long as you're producing the right stuff. So I've talked about before producing with people that just don't share the same values as you, don't run their sets the correct way, all that kind of stuff. But another problem that I've run into in all of this is becoming a producer, and that's it. And if that's something you want to pursue, that's great. If that's something you want to pursue. And I love producing with A-Hole Productions, but I love producing with them because one of the things with A-Hole Productions is we cast ourselves in stuff. I'm producing things I like. I have this set environment, all that kind of stuff that really works for me. And I've noticed with what's happened to me a couple of times is I'll start producing projects that I do love, and that I'm like, this is an amazing project, I want to be a producer on it. And so I'll start helping out, and then very quickly it seems like I become just a producer. And I'm now 4 projects in, and it's been 6 months since I was on set as an actor. And that's what I came out here for. And I have to remind myself that a lot, because I'm someone that comes to work, I show up, I do my work, I am good at all of that. So it's very easy for someone to start putting more on my plate. And I take on those challenges very quickly. And I have a problem with saying no. And so I just turn into one of the main producers for projects, and I look up and I've now been 5-6 projects in, and I've not acted in anything, and I'm not going to act in any of these things. That's known from the beginning, and that's not what I came out here for. That's not why I moved 2,500 miles across the country. That's not why I have 2 degrees and yet I'm not working in those degrees. I came out here to act, and I have to remind myself of that, because if I'm producing projects I don't truly believe in or don't see value for myself in the future of, like, this can really take off or anything like that. And not saying that any of the projects I've worked on, I don't believe that about them. I do, but they're not going to take off for my acting career. And that's what I have to realize, is if I came out here to produce, I have to go about it a different way than if I'm coming out here to act. And that's what I'm coming out here to do. I feel like I'm not describing it the correct way, but I think you all understand what I'm saying here, is those are 2 very different paths that you can go down, especially here in Hollywood. And it's something that I don't want to do forever. It's not, I want to be known as a producer in Hollywood. That's great. And if I start acting and then start wanting to produce some of the stuff I'm in, wonderful. I'm okay with that. But I don't want to just be producing, because it's very, very difficult to make the leap the other direction. It's very easy to be an actor and start producing stuff. Start looking at the credits. So many huge actors produce on a lot of their big projects, especially anyone that's a movie star that goes into TV. Start looking at the credits in the producing, especially after like season 1 or season 2, you start seeing their name as producers. It's very easy to make that leap from acting to producing. Very, very difficult to make it from producing into acting. And I didn't come out here to be just a producer. I came out here to be what I wanted to be. And that changes every so often of what I want to focus on, but it's never changed in what I want to be, which is known as an actor. I want to be on set as an actor every day of the week if I could. So I have to realize that, and I have to go for that. And I failed more than once at this. I've looking back at it when I was getting ready to make this video and start writing down some stuff, I started thinking about it and started looking at the calendar, and I've been out here 4.5 years, twice now, I've went 6 months where I was just producing stuff and helping out projects that I loved and I believed in and all that kind of stuff, but that weren't going to lead to anything for me acting wise. They were just for producing. And that's a year. That's a year that I wasn't on set as an actor at any time. And it's just, it baffles my mind that I spent those kind of months. And one of them is more like 3 months than 3 months, but it's still 6 months. And then another one was a full 6 months that I spent out here producing and not acting. And as much as I've learned a ton from those, I have to sit back and say, why did I come here? What is my focus? And is this going to further the career that I want to be in? And that's acting right now. And so I need to start saying no to projects and stuff like that sometimes. But I just wanted to talk about this and let some people know that, like, I felt it too. And if you start producing and you go, you know what, I love this, I would be perfectly fine doing this for the rest of my life, then you know you found something. And I would be fine producing, but it's not what in my heart I want to do. And that's what I have to like listen to and what I have to follow. So hopefully some of you guys can learn from my mistakes and not make them yourself. Or if you're in this right now where you're producing and you're not acting, and you just can take a step back and go, what do I want? Where do I see this going for me? Does this have a future for what I want for myself? And if you can answer those questions and it's positive, great. If you can answer those questions and it's not positive, that's something you need to work on as well. So hopefully you guys can learn from this and either make the same mistakes I've made or maybe save yourself some time and not make them. But hopefully you guys all enjoyed this, and then you guys have a wonderful weekend ahead. But this is our Failure Friday, so see you guys.